This is Josh Howie Tonight, only on GB News. The cost of living has proven difficult for many this year, which is leading to some to come up with a new way of gifting. But is it OK to re-gift presents? Going head-to-head on this now are the journalist and broadcaster Sally Mitchell and showbiz and lifestyle commentator Danielle Mason. Hello, welcome, Merry Christmas.
Hello.
How are you both?
Good, thank you.
Well, as I say, it's been a difficult year. What do you make of this? Is this OK at all to do this, Danielle?
For me, Christmas is a time for Christians to come together, eat some nice food and put some nice thought into some gifts for your friends, your family, coming from your heart, going out to get them, just to show them some appreciation for your friendship or for them being a good auntie or parent. So for me, re-gifting is out of the question. It's, I think it's rude and it shows a bit of a lack of respect for the person that bought you the re-gifting gift. So that's my thoughts on it.
Oh, wow, OK, feeling pretty strong there. Sally, I'm hoping you feel different. That way we'd have a debate.
Yeah, slightly different. I agree with the ethos from what Danielle says, but unfortunately, some people just don't give very good presents or gifts. And if I receive something that I can't use or wouldn't use, don't like sometimes, then I feel it's totally acceptable if you can find a recipient who is more deserving to pass it on the next round of Christmas or birthdays or going to visit somebody, you know, housewarming, anything. Yeah, let's recycle. Let's just keep the cycle going.
Well, I mean, that's a good point. Sally makes a good point, Danielle. I mean, you don't necessarily have to say, is it worse if you say I'm re-gifting or whatever? If you think of something, you get something that, you know, you don't think will actually work in your life, and then you know someone who would actually be perfect for. There's a picture of presents, just so we know what we're talking about. Really, you don't think? You think? You know what? I've got a great thing here. I'm gonna give it to my dad because he likes bottles of wine.
Yes, but not for a Christmas present. I would give it to him anyway.
Oh, I see.
Just be nice. But for Christmas, as I said before, as a Christian, it's about putting thought and effort into that Christmas present. So for me, it's something special for that person that comes from me. And obviously, also, if you're in the same circle of people, what would you do if you saw someone out wearing a gift that someone else had you had gifted someone and then they had put one of your other friends in it? I would be a bit upset because I'd think, oh, that was a gift for you. And yeah, I would feel really disappointed if one of my friends had done that. But I think, you know, not for a Christmas present, I would probably just pass the gift to a friend and say, I don't want this, but not for a Christmas present. For a Christmas present, I think it's got to be from the heart, show some love, you know, with your family and friends, and show like some thought and effort into their presents.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, I think. Sally, it kind of is about the intention, and it's not just necessarily about getting the present. It's the idea that a loved one has gone out there and thought about you and made that effort. Because, you know, buying presents is a total pain. But then, of course, I guess the danger, Sally, might be that you actually re-gift a present if you're back to someone who gave it to you in the first place, if you're not careful.
You have to be careful. Someone said to me the other day, because I mean, a lot of people do this. I'm really sorry, but they do. One person I spoke to said that they actually put Post-it notes on the sort of unwanted gift cupboard items that they have at their house, and that ensures that they remember who it came from and they don't re-gift to people within that circle or, you know, close friends or people who might.
I'm doing it.
So that's really taking nth degree. I'm very lucky. I do have normally have incredibly clever gifters who know me and give me the right thing. But sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes I'll get a double of something. So what do you do then? Yes, the intention that is there. Yes, it's a lovely gift, but I simply don't need two.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, so you have to pass it on. If there's somebody I know that would really, really love it, and I would probably buy it for them anyway, what's the harm? I can't do with two silk sleep masks. I don't need two. I just don't. So it goes. I'm afraid I pass it on.
I'm speaking to one and the other, and I'm going backwards and forwards here. I mean, Danielle, I am sharing something here from my life. The only present I got this year was from my dad, and it was a puzzle. And
Yeah.
he said, when he gave it to me, I'm re-gifting this to you, Josh, because I don't really want it. And you're not, Danielle, this is going to make you very upset in particular, but he'd solved it.
Oh.
Yes. What do you think? What do you think I should say to my dad? Do you think I should? By the way, I should point out I didn't get him anything, and I think deservedly so.
There you go
should
then.
get your dad something. You
No,
should get your
not after
something.
that. That's worse than a present.
Oh my God, it's going to be
puzzle.
a very Scroogey Christmas next year at your...
I don't know what to say about that, but he's already done it, so...
He's done it. Danielle, okay, you've obviously Christmas today. Tell us your best present and tell us, come on, be real now. Surely there was something that you got today that you thought, you know what, I don't want this, I'm giving this to Mum.
No, no, there isn't actually anything. You know, I get little gifts and stuff that, you know, not expensive gifts or anything, but I just think they're cute. Like, I think maybe I'm just one of these people that makes good use of everything that I can. My best gift today was actually I've got a Mac Apple top laptop.
Okay, I'm not going to re-gift that. No one's re-gifting Apple Macs. But you can re-gift it to me, Danielle. That's a pretty good present. Someone loves
Danielle
you.
just gets really, really good presents. That's the problem. She's never had a really rubbish present.
She's getting Apple Macs for Christmas. She's doing pretty good.
Who gets that?
I still have like my candles and stuff like that, but I make all good use of it. I love it. You know, I've had makeup, I've had socks and things like that. I'm going to use them all, but there's no way I would get like a load of socks and then re-gift them as another Christmas present, because I just think,
Fair enough.
no.
Sally, what's the worst thing you got today? What's the best thing you got today?
Well, we've done it slightly differently. Again, there's so much. I mean, I'm probably an awful lot older, so I've got an awful lot of stuff. And when you get sort of peak stuff, you say, no more. Don't give me anything. I don't want presents. So this Christmas, because we've got a family wedding coming up in Australia, we're all chipping into a fund for a trip to Australia in October. So we haven't actually done Christmas presents properly this year at all. So that makes me sound really, really grinchy. But it's a much bigger picture for next year. And the worst thing I got today, well, not worse, it was lovely, but it was not useful to me because everything I do is on my phone, my calendar, my diary, everything. I actually got a paper calendar.
Oh my
like
gosh.
One of those like proper turnover with the wiry.
I might as well make it a file fact.
I know, and I haven't seen one for years. I mean, I love it because it was given, as you say, Danielle, with love, and you know, and they thought it would be really useful. But I personally won't be using it, and that's quite a hard thing to re-gift because it starts on January the 1st.
Oh no, is it this year's diary? Oh, that is the worst possible gift that you could get. Well, I've got to be honest, one of you did very well this Christmas and one of you less so, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. Merry Christmas to broadcaster Sally Mitchell and showbiz and lifestyle commentator Danielle Mason. Wow, okay, I'm just jealous. Gosh.